Hey, you're listening to Marketing Out Loud, a daily podcast where I share advice, stories, and insights to help you build a thriving consulting or professional services practice. To subscribe to the show, head over to marketingoutloud.fm. Hey, I wanted to come on today and talk about what I think is the number one obstacle that's preventing most consultants and most professional service providers from working with better clients, from earning higher fees, and from really getting the respect that they deserve. And that is specialization. Now, let's be really honest about one thing. Specialization is extremely, extremely difficult. Okay, there's no two ways about it. It is very, very hard to achieve, especially when you're starting from a generalist position where you have clients who are maybe all over the map, and to specialize might mean not being able to work with some of those clients. That's a very, very scary step to take. I mean, just the other day, I had a meeting with a firm who wanted to start producing some content for LinkedIn and for their website, but they were really struggling to come up with ideas because they weren't specialized enough and they knew it. And the managing director of this firm said to me, he goes, look, we work with all kinds of clients, and if we specialized, we would lose 80% of our revenue, and that's simply not an option. Now, obviously, I get that. That's not an option. You're not going to take that step. However, let's also recognize a few of the unmistakable benefits of being a specialist. That first of all, specialists attract better clients. And the reason for that is really simple. When a client is serious about solving a problem, they don't go out and look for a jack of all trades. Okay, they don't look out for a generalist. They look for a specialist in that specific problem for clients who are just like them. And those are the clients that you want. You want the ones who are serious and are willing to pay a premium to work with the right person. You don't want the clients who are in the market for a generalist, because what these people are saying to themselves is, I'm not looking for the best. I'm looking for someone who's, good enough. They're looking for someone to outsource their problem to and then blame when things go wrong. Okay, so that's the first thing, is that specialists attract better, more serious clients. The second benefit is specialists charge higher fees. And this is a simple matter of supply and demand, right? Generalists have many competitors because their expertise is largely interchangeable. So if one generalist quotes me a price that's, higher than I'd like to pay, I'll just go out and I'll find another one. And there's very little risk in swapping one generalist for another. But when you're a specialist, there are fewer alternatives. So if I don't like your price, I don't really have many other options. Therefore, I'm willing to pay a higher price to have my problem solved by the right person. Finally, specialists do better work. Because once you've solved the problem or the same problem a few times for the same kinds of clients, then you get pretty good at it, right? You start to notice patterns. You start to see things that other people just don't see because they haven't done it as much as you have. And that's when you really begin to deepen your expertise. And the deeper you go, the harder it becomes to compete with you, the more you can charge, and the more you'll begin to bring clients to you. Okay, so that's where you want to go. Those are the unmistakable benefits of specialization. But the question is, where do you start? Because if you're effectively a generalist now, but you want to make that leap to become a specialist, do you have to fire all your clients? Do you have to start from scratch? Or if you're just starting out, do you have to go super narrow on day one? Well, I don't think you do, because here's the thing. Specialization is a process. Okay, it's not an event. It's a process. So right now, if you're working with all kinds of clients, different types, different industries, different sizes, whatever it may be, then by all means, continue working with them, but position yourself as a specialist now so you can attract the right kind of clients going forward. But base your decision on the kind of clients you're already working with. So if you don't have any clients right now that would kind of meet your ideal client criteria going forward, then that's a problem. But chances are you have a client or two, or there's a subset of your clients you think really represent your ideal specialization. That's where you want to play. Work with those clients, solving that kind of problem. So then position yourself accordingly right now. And you know what? Your existing clients are not going to care. That's a big fear that people have, is that, well, if I specialize now, then my clients will not want to work with me. I don't think that's true at all. I don't think your clients actually care how you're positioned. all they really care about is the work that you're doing for them. So as long as they're happy with the work, then nothing's really going to change. They're not going to all of a sudden switch firms or switch consultants or switch professionals because you changed the copy on your website or your LinkedIn profile. They don't really care that much. They're not looking that closely because they're happy with the work that you're doing for them, and that's all that matters. So you don't need to fire a client. You don't need to take some massive bet to find the right specialization. You just need to decide to specialize right now and to position yourself accordingly, and then observe how the market responds. Go out and market your new positioning, your new specialization, and see how the market responds. Maybe you'll nail it the first time, maybe you won't. Either way, you're going to learn something from the market's reaction that you can use to fuel your next move. Hey, thanks for listening. Do me a favor, if you like what you hear, go on iTunes and leave us a rating and a review because it helps more people discover the show. Thanks so much.